So, Holgaroon on both your guys' faces. You guys said about. Well, I should ask, like, because the food, the courses here are vastly different in textures and stuff like that. Are you guys just? How are you guys doing this eating contest? Is it just a matter of who can just eat the most, and you guys just had to mentally keep tabs of how much you consumed, or are you guys just trying to down a certain type of course as quickly as possible?
Ooh, good point. Ruhan dips some more condiment on his finger. If anyone else likes to join, you are more than welcome.
I'm fine. I'm okay.
I'm leaving this one up to you two.
Honestly, I just want to taste all this. She says, looking at food she's never had before.
That is.
You might want to hurry up then.
smart,
It's supposed to be gone.
Nah.
Don't worry, we have more. You guys hear one of the cooks from the back shout out.
Thank you.
Oh, well, there we go. We're good then.
Oh, perfect. He licks his finger. I issued the challenge. That makes you as the challenge. Set the terms.
He's got a point. Varric says as he's like holding his hand on the top of the helmet while feeding himself a spoonful of the stew. Multitasking at its finest. So yeah, Korik, it is your choice how you want this contest to go. As the challenged rather.
You wanted a contest of appetite. Let's have it that then.
Who can eat the most?
Yeah. You know, I once heard this crazy story about a man eating an entire horse.
Oh, please, that wouldn't happen.
Oh.
Inside jokes.
You guys hear from off the ways away as the door opens. No, he's right. Connor enters into the room. I'll tell you about it later. Well, I can tell you something of this Jessie lass. She's very loud.
And?
That's
Correct.
that's Jesse.
And she was very happy to hear from all of you. She said she started getting bad feelings about things, and she's very relieved to hear that you're alive.
Well, that's...
I've done handler work before. It sounds like she genuinely is fond of you.
Huh.
A rare
Oh,
thing.
I'm touched.
Yeah.
A rare
that's really
thing,
nice to hear.
especially amongst Minkoshi forces.
Yes, she is rather promiscuous.
Ooh, that's a fun word.
Let me guess, does she know a bunch of songs and tales and things like that?
Yes, I
Shrug.
believe she's all about the tail.
Oh my god, we did it! We got him to do the dirty jokes.
Also, like, as I mentioned, bardic stuff, Sonya crashed, so I think that's very fitting.
Yep. It's like, oh shit, I got dip.
I know the sword. She told me that she wouldn't be letting Lena, I'm assuming your commander, know everything about what I told her. Just the fact that you're alive and are dutifully continuing your jobs. He looks at the
Situation.
condiment runes on your guys' faces. Let me guess. An eating contest.
Would you like
That
to
is
join?
correct.
No.
Do you want to place bets?
He walks past all of you to the I'm just going to the serving area and pours himself a cup of coffee. I'm not sure if I have a token for Connor in this one. I don't think I have a sheet for him in this one, actually. I think about. Oh, I can just find a token. Wait. The beauty of Roll20 is I can look up in the library older stuff. There it is. Connor token. Boom. Hey. Sits over there.
Nice.
Got lots of time to use up. We'll go on then. Well, I can talk to you guys. Well, rather, you guys can talk to me about what the hell happened. So, for the two competitors, I think eating contests are a matter of endurance, personally. Especially if you're just trying to cram your goal in with as much food as possible. So, both of you make me Constitution saving throws. Whoever is higher is the winner.
Ah, damn, if I had Bane, I could have bricked this in my favor.
Ruhan is just gonna
Bane
try
doesn't
to
apply
match
to saves.
every
Ah, fuck. No, it doesn't.
thing he eats 1 for 2.
If you're trying to handily win this, then I'd say you're on disadvantage. Actually, you're a big guy comparatively to Cork. Yeah. No, just roll a Constitution save. We'll just let the dice decide for us.
Do we have inspiration?
Can I sneakily give him a bardic inspiration?
Only him? That's
You
fucked
bastard.
up.
No,
I've
that
got
is
5
against the
gold
rules.
on this. Oh, damn it.
Oh, damn.
I'm out of lucky, Rip.
Ah, you played yourself.
Yeah, we cashed in all the luckies during the fight to prevent people from
Dying.
dying.
Again.
I think he just tries too hard and he reaches his limit far too fast.
Trying to see if any of the NPCs have inspiration. Nope. Nada. No. You know, rice is Moorish. Rice bulks, man. Rice bulks. Too much. It slows you down. It doesn't stop you, but it definitely slows you down. And you look over at Korik, who's already on another bowl of stew. More croquettes, more chicken. It does work on. Oh, I'm thinking of hacks. My bad. Not that would matter in this case.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have lost.
Hear me out.
Okay. Yes.
Does-
Going
do you
to
wanna
try
get
to
big?
sleight of hand. Throw up in my own mouth.
Oh!
No, what you do is you get big because then you have a bigger stomach.
In what like when we like you put your hand in your own mouth, like touch your uvula, incite regurgitation? What are you doing here?
No, that he's gonna throw up and he's gonna try to hold it in his cheek while he continues to eat.
Oh, no.
Oh,
This
dude,
is-
no, like, pretend to drink
committed.
a glass
He's
of water or something and just spit it
committed.
out.
Can I advocate for him making that roll with advantage? Because Korik is so tired that he's only focusing on the food.
Yeah, fuck it, do that. You roll sleight of hand with advantage.
Oh, it's still bad. What do I? Oh, the guidance thing's still on.
Yeah. I'm not sure if guidance will be applied here.
No, definitely not.
So
Yeah.
is there like a counter roll?
What's your guys' passive perceptions?
13.
I think
I mean,
most
21.
people are both.
Pretty sure 12 is noticeable by everyone. The question is Korik. What's Korik's?
That.
Max is gone, so that's
Yeah.
I have 14.
You notice this? You all notice it?
It's like, oh, dude.
Oh, that's
a
a
way
way to do
Commitment.
Oh,
Commitment.
Oh,
I,
that's...
I can't keep going.
I can't keep...
You guys have
Pats
already
him on
eaten
the
a good
back.
amount, luckily. That being said, what little appetite you guys had left is dwindling.
Pat him softly on the back. It's okay, big guy. You did your damnedest. And then ah, too hard.
Where do you do it? The floor, the bowl, or on
Or the
someone?
rose.
Rose.
Damn it!
You patted him.
Yeah.
You patted him.
Yeah, that's it.
This was kind of setting up that moment. Is it possible to prestidigitate that before it hits her?
Off down the way.
Gross. Clean. Gross. Still gross.
Do you at least have prestidigitation?
Yeah, she does.
Okay,
You
thank God.
prestidigitate the physical burden off, though the mental burden will remain.
And it will be eased by the fact that you owe me $5 or gold.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go lay
calm
down
up.
for a minute.
Yeah, that's
You just
smart,
go,
buddy.
you go over to the table right next to you guys and just occupy all of it, like laying flat on it.
I'm just gonna move my character up because I look like the awkward
And,
loner.
he slides the belt over to Cora.
Well, you did that for a build to giant strength. Huh. You guys are like dwarves. Dwarves do something similar.
Isn't it drinking?
They do both, depending on which festival you're at. Anyways, Abigail, keep going. Right, so a massive beast just grabbed Korik's arm and then sprinted away from him faster than any creature I've seen of such size. Connor looks over at Korik, at, like, specifically at his arm. Oh. Abigail does the bleh for you guys, don't worry.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Yeah, it's been
Corey
pretty
sort of
hectic.
stands up, grabs the belt, slings it over one shoulder, and occupies one of the other tables. And starts snoring.
Man, that was
Food coma.
efficiently quick.
Yeah, I mean, they both got the job done at least.
Hmm?
Suppose we better get started.
Our winner aside, Connor, have you ever heard of anything like this place? Connor thinks for a moment. He goes up 2 fingers. Twice. Really?
Ooh.
One time I was at, the other one I was with the team that we were chartered in. Care to elaborate? This one time me and my team had to go north. Farcast Peninsula towards Wanderer's Weald. A series of settlements, cursed, undead, spectral, constantly warring, vying for a monument at the center. Adventurers do as adventurers do and butt in. As you always say. As I always say. Instead of fighting all of them to get control of the monument, we just snuck over to the monument. And then we blew it to hell. He pulls out a bomb at his side. Sort of like these, but more. Puts it away. Well, I suppose that's one way of ending it. Varric slides over the helmet. That one's a bit weird. We'll talk about it later.
Is it
He goes
cursed?
he goes over to the boots. Not cursed, no. Not that I
Okay.
think. I hope.
Hmm.
The second time I wasn't directly involved, I heard the after report. And it was... Drinks his coffee. You might not believe me. That being said, I think that'd be damn ironic considering that what you just went through. The team I charted, me and my felons of charter, they found the manner of a story of Amelie's last kiss. Varric like stops and looks up at that. Doesn't say anything, goes looking back to the boots. You're right, I don't believe you, but as you say, I do at the same time. Place
So
was
who
cursed.
among us would know that story?
I'm pretty sure everyone, with the exception of Ruhan, everyone knows the story of Amelie's last kiss.
Okay.
The story of love and romance and betrayal, and the reason why provincial and Nevros relations are so soured. It's a propaganda story in a weird way. It changes of which side was the bad guy depending on who tells it. The Nevros say the provincials were the betrayers. The provincials say the Nevros were the betrayers. A love between a Twinsian lady and a Nevros hunter, forming the foundations of a working, healthy relation from tribe to town, culminating in the marriage of those two. And on the wedding day, a slaughter happens, instigated by one of the sides. And which side changes from teller to teller. Or my bad, nation to nation. So what was the truth of the matter? Honestly, I don't think we really got an answer to that. But we did. I say we. They did find out that the entire thing was just a big, long-term plot by a voided god. Abigail sort of dwindles at that.
Dramatic.
Aye, something fitting for a story. And here we are. Stories and stories. So what about Derelict Town then? That's a good fucking question. He stands up. I suppose that massive slab you all brought back in might enlighten some answers. But that's something for another time. He walks over, pours himself some more coffee. Comes back, sits back down. So, what are your plans now?
Find a dragon?
Find a dragon. A dragon knight, my friend. Fair. Really determined of you. That being said, haste makes waste. Take your time here. The Venkoshi forces don't hold this island. They've only been here a couple of weeks. Still a lot of the place that they haven't secured yet. Where exactly is this dragon, eh? Lorelei goes over to Cork's sleeping form, grabs the spearhead, holds it up, and holds it up, and it levitates, begins pointing like a compass rose. Point inland. Divine coincidence. Or I suppose as priests we call it providence.
Why?
Haven't secured inland yet.
Ah, okay.
Oh, interesting.
How quickly do you all need this dragon of yours?
The sooner is certainly the better.
Yeah, relatively soon, I would say.
But also,
That might
rest.
be a while.
Hmm?
It might be a while.
While. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose as long as we can get rested up.
The Venkoshi forces here only have a father tray with them. You guys don't know what this term means, and that registers across your guys' faces. Several hundred troops here.
Huh.
Obviously, a number of those troops are manning the defenses here. A number of them are scouting. Another of them are securing supply ways inland, as well as sea-based ones. It'll take them a while. The Venkoshi forces are unrelenting, but they are methodical.
What?
So it
brought
helps
them-
keep them, gives them their edge.
What brought them here, anyways?
To be perfectly honest, I don't really know. I don't keep in touch with much of the Maestro's agendas. I imagine, though, they're here because this is new territory. If I remember hearing one of the leaders correctly, I think they're here for ruins.
Oh,
But don't quote me on that.
oh, ruins.
I'll talk to the Falvitan, the commander, if we're going to use more mundane terms. See exactly why they were sent out here. This is not the only island that Venkoshi forces have been deployed to. That'll be the last either.
Okay.
For the time being, we can talk about all this in the morning.
Yeah, I think we should probably copy Ruhan and Korik and go to bed.
You guys
Although
need help.
preferably not.
You guys need help lifting him.
Yeah, I was about to say, do we just like leave him here? Or... Korg is probably
I
not
mean,
that hard, but
Shakes his head.
They'll wake up eventually and move themselves, I'm sure.
We can move him, sir. Don't call me sir. We'll take whatever assistance you're offering. Spoken like Catalina. Alright. He looks at it's between the two of you, Thea and Rose, as to ascertain your guys' strength. He points at you, Rose. You get to help me with him. He points at Ruhan. The rest of you, move him.
Probably the wise choice.
There's like the slightest grimace, but she agrees with his notions. So it's like, yeah, it's a smart choice.
Yeah.
You guys lift up your unconscious forms. Varric does help with Ruhan as well, even though he wasn't told to. He figures probably the more imperative person here in terms of heaviness. No offense. And Connor leads you guys a little bit ways away to a cleared out barracks. You know, cots and everything set up. You guys had to do 2 trips because you guys had to go retrieve your gear before. Yeah. You guys eventually have a barracks of your own. It's too large for even the 7 of you. It's meant to hold much more than that. Connor remarks that each barracks is meant to hold something he calls an effa today. You guys wonder what the hell all these terms mean, and then as you guys are tucking away your companions, he breaks it down. We'll take a 5-minute break here because I'm about to do some typing, and the typing will basically be describing how the Venkoshi forces divide down. It's similar to a Roman legion, very similar.
Okay, cool. I'm
Yeah,
use the
take
bathroom.
a 5-minute break.
Okay. It's fine.
So here's an interesting thought. Krax returns to me on a short rest or a long rest. So I think an interesting visual for those who are glancing around, paying attention, they would see the Krax tattoo on Korik's left chest. You would see it sort of like start moving almost up towards from his pectoral towards his shoulder blade up onto his shoulder, and they would sort of like start protruding off of his body until the ink itself takes corporeal form.
Oh.
You might have to re-describe that because I'm pretty sure Garth went AFK.
Yeah. Okay.
Check out this dope. I'm not normally into like edgy art, but I think this is like
It's
a
within the,
tasteful
aesthetic.
amount. Yeah.
Mhm.
Ooh, that's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I don't think it's overly so.
I'd say that's sharp more than it's edgy.
Yeah, I agree. Like I'm also copying this, but I'm totally stealing this.
Yeah,
Like,
definitely.
it looks like weary and weathered. Like it's not dark. It's dark.
Yeah,
in like a
there we
literal
go.
sense, as opposed to dark as in edgy sense.
Mm-hmm.
You wouldn't understand my backstory. No, I think I can understand this guy's backstory. He's from the fucking woods. He kills people.
Yeah.
He may or may not wear their flesh.
I can
Yeah.
see it. Yeah, like, yeah, hey man, I was a hunter, and then then the demons released. Now I'm a fell hunter.
The end.
What do? Survive.
So, what do you do for a living? Live.
I like it. It's I think that's how you do dark and I don't know. Edgy. Whatever.
Reminds
you
me
wanna
of-
call it.
kind of
Is
dark,
it?
though, if I think about it.
Yeah, a bit.
It does.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I saved it as I don't know, but cool.
One day.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. I quite like the branches coming out actually.
Yeah, it has
sort
a
of like his
weird
armor.
level of naturey design to it.
Mm-hmm.
I like.
Were you AFK, Garth, when I described how cracks would emerge?
Oh, 100%. I was using the bathroom because I thought we were on a break.
No, so
Wow,
I was
how
saying
rude.
that, as Korik is sleeping, you would notice, if you're paying attention, the tattoo on his chest sort of like creeps up towards his shoulder blade and then starts protruding from his body and eventually taking on corporeal form. So it's kind of like
This is a horror movie.
Yeah. Rising out of 2D to 3D.
If
Alright,
Rose
before I
does
hit
know
enter on
exactly
this
which
message, I'll
she
be right back.
does.
I'm using this one.
Fair enough.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna be freaky to look at, I think. Okay, let's see. So I accidentally deleted half my notes because I forgot to save, and I am really annoyed.
That out.
Yeah. I was like trying to catch up halfway through, but I think I've missed like some of it.
Did we learn where the Vancosi forces are like from?
They're Maestro acquisition agents, but that's the best I think we got.
Yeah. And that was also a bit I forgot to add afterwards, so thank you for that.
Mm-hmm. Right now, they're kind of just like private military sounding folk.
Yeah.
Okay. But they're not like Gathaltha lore.
I don't think so, no.
And the island was called Breaking Point, right?
BreakPoint, yeah.
Yeah, BreakPoint. Gotcha. That's fine.
Because it's probably the point they broke ground and were able to, like, I don't know, exist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Alright, let me hit enter on this. So, Vankoshi forces are broken down thusly. The things in parentheses is what the person in charge of it is. So, a Divitre is led by Divitan. Vitan in general just means leader. So, if it's equivalent of sir, ma'am, officer, something like that. So, when Vankoshi forces see a superior, they can say the full title or just say Vitan. Divitre, Akitre, Fadatre, Toritre, Efotre, Monetre, and then each individual trooper, normally referred to as agents in outside perspective, are referred to as monitors. In game, that's where the term monitor comes from. Though no one remembers it. So yeah.
The Activision.
I was about to say. It's like, that is just like a letter away from Activision.
Yeah. Oh well.
How's that new COD going, Connor?
If I put another I in Tora today, it would become Tori. Tori as in, you know, the slang for, I think it means a certain party affiliation in Britain, or I think that's what the British were called in the Revolutionary War, Tories.
You mean loser?
Bloody
No.
Tory.
Hi.
It's just Torre. So yeah, this is how the Vankoshi forces are broken down. So you guys have according to Connor, a Falatre on the island. This is some several hundred troops. I just realized there should be an I here. Monetre. Yep. Boom. Monetre.
Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah. The Monetre
Money.
comprises of somewhere between let me check my notes, 10 to 18 troops. Changes from surplus of troops or not, or a combination of teams and stuff like that.
Monetary.
Tray. Or tray, rather. Like a tray you hold stuff on. Monetray. Yeah, monetization. Yep, monetization. YouTube style.
Susan,
Nailing it, guys.
whatever her name is, shows up out of nowhere.
The Demon Lord? Wujishki?
Yeah. Speak her name thrice and she is summoned to demonetize your shit.
100% made her a Demon Lord in my...
That's fair.
Of censorship.
That's fair. Of greediness.
True.
Yeah.
Of subversion, deception.
So we're all back. Yeah, you guys are in your barracks. Connor departs once you guys are settled in. He says he'll come retrieve you guys in the morning. You guys could talk a bit more in detail about what exactly your plans are. But for the time being, you know, a harrowed mind makes for harrowing plans. So get some rest. So yeah, you guys are just sort of situated in your barracks. You guys are free to move around the place, he says, but monitors might stop you and send you back. They don't want people just walking around the place. This is a paramilitary compound.
So this
Not
is
a
Garth's lack of knowledge. Is barracks like there's separate rooms for each other?
No.
No, that's what I thought.
Or I think it might change. I don't know. Let's ask. Oh, he was a charge of quarters or something earlier. Do certain types of barracks have individual rooms?
They do. Yeah. There's it depends on how. Typically, how modern they are. The more modern are more divided. Yeah, but if it's something that's meant for like a training area, it'll generally be open bay.
Right. Like it'll just
I
be
would
like a
say,
cot in your chest.
Due to the rapid nature of this room, this compound in general setup, this is an open bay barracks. Also, thank you for teaching me that term. Good to know. Open bay. Yeah, you guys think about the time frame of this. That means the Venkoshi forces on the side have been on this island for as long as you guys have been in the colonies, and a bit more so.
So they were here a bit before second wave.
Or they were here when not the halfway island, because the political island, so to speak, the one that Ignacio and stuff like that was dropped off at. Around the time where you guys were at that island is when these guys got here, roughly.
Mm-hmm. How long ago would that have been in game then?
A couple weeks.
Couple of weeks. Okay.
You guys have been in the provinces for, well, here's the thing. While you guys were in Derelict Town, your sense of time was utterly fucked. You'll note that I have updated the blessing you guys have. Those of you that still have it. It is no longer radiant. 5 days left. 5 days.
Oh my god, I completely forgot we had that.
Yeah, so have I.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You guys might still have need of it later. I won't say one way or another, mostly because I don't know necessarily which direction it is going, because we'll get to that later. But nonetheless, like, it is a fading thing eventually. So yeah.
I don't have it anymore. I used it.
You don't have it anymore, correct. So yeah. I'll move you guys back to so yeah, the night is your guys's. It's the middle of the night. You guys came ashore probably somewhere in the past midnight. That being said, how your bodies feel in accordance to the time is a bit skewed. It's a bit dilated from what it actually should be, because you guys didn't have a sense of time in Derelict Town. So yeah, I leave it up to you guys to determine how exhausted your characters are. In the case of two of you, you guys are already clocked out. Of course, you could just wake up in the middle of the night.
I do think Ruhan would wake up. Almost like almost as sleepwalking.
Are you awake though?
He is, but he's in that
Daze.
daze he was in earlier.
Right.
And he'll let's see. What does he grab with?
What indeed? All your equipment's here. I assume you guys are kind enough to bring in this equipment to the barracks.
Nah.
That's a shame. Abigail is.
He's gonna take the riptide. He's gonna just walk off towards where he believes the tablet.
You have a preternatural indication as to where it is. It's being held in an open bay, if we're just keep using the term. What might originally be used to hold ships and stuff, or those schooners and stuff like that. Yeah, uplifting them out of the water for repairs and stuff like that. It's being held in a place like that, next to the coast. Now the question is anyone else awake for this? No, Lorelei is.
I think Korik is asleep.
Yeah.
But I want to say that Krax feeling something, probably hops over from Korik and settles on Ruan's shoulder or one of his horns.
Here, I can make this a bit simpler. So we'll say you guys arrive at the barracks at 2 a.m. Dos. Do. R, if we're using Mandarin. You guys will be retrieved by Connor at 10. He'll let you guys sleep in well past dawn. You guys probably need it. Type into chat what time your character falls asleep at. Or in the case for those of you that are already asleep, what time you would stir, awaken at. Or if you want to go to sleep and then wake up later, just type in 2 different numbers and put a slash in between them. Simple as that. I know Lorelai doesn't sleep.
What time?
Not in the sense of because she's an elf, but in the sense of she doesn't even do anything like that.
What time were we shown to the barracks again? Sorry.
2 a.m.
2 a.m. Okay. So.
Clock out, conk out is what I meant, but oh well.
A.m. 6 a.m. So you get the minimum rest in. Gotcha.
Well, don't elves just do the 4-hour meditation? That sound good.
Yeah, but just like how the human body only technically needs 4 hours of sleep to operate, 6 hours of sleep to operate, a lot of people would say you shouldn't just sleep 6 hours a night.
True that. Okay, I'm gonna change that.
Especially when exhausted.
Yeah. Okay. Good point. Good point. Let me add that.
So you don't know when you wake up is what I'm hearing, Ruan. Oh, you wake up at 2 a.m.
Yeah, wake.
You stir at 2 a.m. Okay, so that means people that are awake are Rose and Lorelai. Abigail as well. And the thing is, Varric wants to talk to Fia first, so we have a number of things to do. We'll do the Varric Fia scene because I think he would have tried to do that before you guys went to bed. So, but this will be before you woke up, Ron. Whoa, woke up, whatever. So yeah, as you guys are prepping to go to bed, Fia, you feel an imposing presence over your shoulder.
Yeah, I'll just turn around.
It is a bit weird to see Varric out of gear. It is a bit weird, but he's definitely making good use of the time.
Kicks you in your ribs, wakes you up. Oh, hey, you're finally awake.
You're trying to cross the border. How filthy traitor. Yeah. What do I speak to you for a moment? Outside.
Yeah, sure, okay.
I'm not armed.
I can see that.
You both take a step outside. You could see initially and then just sort of feel Abigail's lingering gaze as the two of you leave. Anyone that's awake inside, Abigail totally fucking follows them, but that's not surprising.
Just let that one happen.
So obviously, I'm a bit concerned about your... He blinks. Allegiance.
Yeah, look, I honestly, I had no idea. I swear.
He holds up like a pausing hand. There is a way to check.
Okay.
Just turn around and show me your back.
Okay.
I don't know what clothes you have on. I don't know how you dress when you're
yeah,
not.
well, she'll just have a shirt on, so she doesn't have her jacket on or anything like that. So just turn around, sort of pull up without, showing off the front. Yeah, the only thing that will really be visible is the big ass scar, the second burn mark in the middle of her shoulder, just underneath her shoulder blades. That's sort of similar to her face, kind of thing. So it's got the crackling and then the burn.
Yeah. Not exactly what I was hoping to see.
Yeah, well, I was kind of hoping it's not there either.
Put your shirt back.
Thank you.
Down.
Just tuck it back into my trousers.
I'm a medic. Fia, I've seen everything, don't worry. Nonetheless, all traders have a mark on their back, over where the heart would be.
Okay, what sort of mark?
I don't know. All I know is there's always something there. I never bothered looking too much into it. It's not exactly information that's probably given. I don't see it on you. That being said, there's a lot of stuff that might be obscuring it.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I trust you, Theo. I do. Maybe that'll be my downfall. But assuming you are genuine, let me just say, just don't... He pauses. I know Hober meant a lot to you, but just be careful how far you take his final requests.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of questions I've got going on about him just now.
That's sort of what I'm afraid of. I know he gets a bit of a grimace on his face, like a pained expression, like seeking the truth of things. Just be cautious.
I'll just be upfront, I suppose, but there were people when I quote unquote died that I was told to find. And I'm starting to wonder if maybe they're traitors maybe, or aligned with whatever it was he was.
If nothing else, if you do go pursuing them, please tell me.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely. The backup would be appreciated.
You know,
Sorry.
that's it. That's all I want to talk about.
Yeah, okay.
Not gonna lie, my life would be made a bit easier if you didn't get shot by lightning, but oh well.
I mean, that's life, I suppose, isn't it?
God, I'm fucking exhausted.
Yeah, me too. I would like to go to bed.
Maybe go properly sleep.
Maybe. For once.
Elves can sleep. Like that's how it is in my world. Like you can sleep. That's like a thing. It's just meditation's all you need to recover. Like
really?
In a minimalistic sense. Because that's like it just doesn't make physiologically sense. The D&D in general just doesn't make physiological sense. You take a short rest, you heal literal injuries. How does that make sense? Connor alludes to this when he says the use of sheer willpower. Like when a fighter uses second wind, it's not a matter of they take a breath in and then their wounds close. They get their second wind in a willpower mental sense. In a similar manner, that's how I interpret elves resting with meditation. They don't need to rest. It's just a matter of they power through it mentally and just get on with it. But that being said, elves can sleep. I know in certain settings, elves just outright don't sleep, or it's like a curse to sleep or something like that. No, in my setting, you can sleep. It's just that you don't need to sleep.
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, you'll probably... Yeah.
Don't dream. They reflect on their past.
Which is different in my setting. And, well, actually, funny you bring that up. We might be able to get to that later. But, speaking of dreamers, I ain't talking about the Imagine Dragons song. So, Fia, you and Varric return back in.